Hey, what's up, SaaS Masters? My name is George, and today I want to show you Deskera, an all-in-one platform that's going to take care of all your invoicing, accounting, payroll, human resources, and your CRM all in one single platform. Now, if you guys want to grab a deal that's going on right now, check out that link in the description. And if you guys want to check out the free trial, yep, that link will be also there. Now, let's jump into my desktop and check out how powerful Deskera actually is. So let's jump on over there. Alright guys, this is Deskera's site, and like I mentioned before, it's an all-in-one platform, and they divide this in 3 sections, which is books, CRM, and people. The reason they do this is because they don't want to put everything in one single place and just make it overwhelming. So it's divided really nicely, so it makes it much easier to use. Now we're going to jump into the dashboard to check it out, and before we head there, I just want to tell you guys that this is also available for App Store and Play Store. So that means it's available for iOS and Android. So this is my Deskera dashboard, and we have a quick glimpse of the analytics here. So for example, we can see the invoices, age, receivable, bank accounts, won and lost deals, pipeline view, contact reports, expense claimed, payroll, and leaves per month. So this is like a quick overview. And like I said before, here it's also divided. It's by books, sales, and people. We can open each one of these sections if we want. Now, one of the things I really recommend with Deskera is, and with any other software that you use, is that you first set up things. So for example, set up your clients, customers, your team members, your templates, the information for your business, the taxes, and all that good stuff, so you don't have a hard time later on. This is just basics information, right? So Deskera Books, let's jump over there. So I'm gonna click on open right here. And we are also going to be greeted with some more analytics. This one is a little bit more in depth because now we're just on the books section. So see this, we got all these analytics right here, which is the dashboard for this one in particular. Now on the left side, we have the menu, which is sell, buy, products, contacts, pickup, so on and so forth. Again, I recommend you jump into settings, set up your users, your taxes, your audit logs, import logs, all that good stuff, your currency, all that information, your bank account, add your bank accounts right here. So for example, right here I have set up Wells Fargo and Bank of America. You can set up all the other ones also there. Also recommend to jump into apps so you can integrate. So for example, if you're using PayPal, WooCommerce, Stripe, Zapier, which is one of the most important ones, and also UPS and FedEx for shipping tracking information. Let me close this for now. And once you set up all that basic information, we can start using this platform. So for example, if we jump into sell, let's say we want to start a sell right here, we can do a quote or an invoice. And if you want to create a brand new quote, we go into hover this button right here, which is create a new quote or a new invoice. We're going to create a new quote right here. So for example, first thing that we're going to be asked for is our contact. So let's just add a contact right here. I'll add a random one because again, this is just for video purposes and this is demo, all right? So now it's just added all the information because I've added this contact before. Remember I told you, add the settings first. The quote date, so it's set for today. The due date, I'm gonna set it, for example, the 30th, right? Ship date by, so by the 29th, okay? And now we add the items right here. So for example, in this item, I will add, for example, I'll just add a random product. So laptop, right? It's already added to my products, so it knows that the unit price. I can also modify it right here. I can add the quantity. So for example, I'll set it to 2 for the quantity, and now we have the total amount right here. And we have a discount option right here. So it's really easy to get this set up. On the discount, we have 2 options. We can set a set amount. For example, if I added 10, that would just deduct $10 or the currency that you have. But if I wanted to set it to percentage, I'll just say 10 and I'll add a percentage and I'll click away from it, and now it deducted as a percentage. So it's super fast, it's super easy to get this done. We got the subtotal, discount, before tax, it's not set up, so it's by 0, and total. We can also add attachment right here, and we can add a memo as an option right here. So for example, let's just say this was an all open box product, right? So we can say no refunds. And that way you can just do a little quick note right there. Or you can add something else like, hey, you know what? This is a final sell, no refunds, or just whatever you want to add. Now we could set the quote number right here. So it could be a manual input or by default, so the number settings. We could do a custom number format, global custom fields, multi-currency options. So for example, we want to change currency, that's available right here. And you got all these currencies available right there. I'm not going to modify that for now. And you can set this for recurring also. Why would this be useful? Well, let's just say that you are selling a service or a product that they're going to pay in 3 payments or just something like that, right? So for example, if I wanted to set it to a recurrent of yearly, monthly, weekly, or custom, I could set it right there. Let's just say they have to pay a set amount every month. You would put it monthly and it will add there. So first document date and the ending date right there. And if you want to set it to never ends, it's just going to go over and over again. And that's how you would do a quote. So I'm going to save this right here and I'm going to save it. Let's go back to, oh, there we go. All right, so now it's saved and it's right here. So we got the setting of we got the number, the contact, the quote date, due date, total amount, fulfillment. So it's unfulfilled right now. I could view it right here if I click on it. And again, I can edit all of this. I can even edit the design if I want. So it's going to open up a brand new page and we could set our own quotation information right here. So we can add logos, change colors. So let's just say, hey, you know what? My branding in my company, this one looks good, right? So it's blue. So it makes it nicer. And just saw how easy that was, right? To create that. You can print it, you can archive this quote or set as recording if you didn't set it before. So let's go back right here. And we have the option to convert it. So we got fulfill and convert fully or convert partially. So that will depend on what you want to do. And we have the options right here to also edit the same information right here. Now let's go view invoices. You can even set that quote to invoice also. These are the invoices and some are fulfilled, some are pending, received. So for example, this has a pending payment. Let's just say someone made the payment. We can set right here. So get the payment. This is the due amount and the payment and currency. So it's this. You can change the currency right here. Was it paid by cash or did they deposit to the bank, Bank of America or Wells Fargo? Let's just say they paid by Wells Fargo and the payment type was a bank transfer. The date, for example, that was paid on the 28th. And the reference number, you would set it to whatever the receipt was, you would add it there. I just made that up. Let's click on next and let's just say received. So that payment was done. I can print it or I can close right here. And now that is received and it's not pending anymore. You can do that for all of them. And you can also view your archived right here. So it's pretty easy and straightforward. Let's go back to our menu on the left. It's wide open. And now we can check out the buy. So we can set here what we purchased. So right here we have the orders and we have the bills. So for example, if we wanted to create a brand new order, I would click on that. And again, we add the contact. Oops, I'm not gonna create a brand new contact. I'm gonna select one of the ones already there. So it's tech deals and I'm gonna purchase from him. I need some laptops and I'm gonna purchase 5 of these. So that's 5,000, I can add a memo option right there. I'm gonna save it. And that order was created. So for example, I haven't received. I can also bill right here. So I can convert it to a bill. So convert to auto received. And now it's in my bills right here. So for example, these are the information that I have. 5,000 received. Is it payment? Was it pending? Did I pay for it already? I can set the payment information. I can also do a partial receive. So for example, let me create a brand new one. All right. Oh, again, have that habit of clicking a new contact. You can also create one from here, which is pretty cool. Again, I'm going to do some laptops. And it's going to be, whoops, it's going to be 10. All right. And let's save that. And we could set this, for example, a received goods. So let's just say these are, I ordered 10, right? But I didn't receive 10. Maybe they sent it in 2 shipping embarkments, something like that. So I could say it's only 5 and I received 5. So now it's a partial. Did you see that change right here? Good received. It was changed to partial. So you have a lot of information there that you can do right there. You got your products right here. So you can put them. So for example, we have laptops. Since we received them, we have 10 in stock. And you can activate or inactivate the product right here. We also have more options available like edit, copy, or delete. You have all those. Or if we click on it, we have an overview of it. So we got the image, we got the information on it. We have the accounting details for it. We have the inventory details also. For example, we can know from which warehouse we have this for. Now again, if you want to add your warehouse, you can add it right here. That would be if you have multiple warehouses. So for example, let's just say you have one in the United States, another one in Canada, and another one in Mexico, so on and so forth, or by state or by city, or just however you want to do that right there. We have the contacts right here, which you can create a brand new contact. In this case, we're just going to view one so we don't take a lot of time. general information, accounting details, and the address of that specific contact. You can set the taxes right here. So if we want to add a tax to it, the audit log. Oops, I'm out of the context, my bad. On the context, we can pick, park, pack, ship. So right here, we have the information for the all, pending, picking list, packing list, and shipping list right here. If we want to view the quote, all that, we can set it right here by generate a picking list. We have the warehouses where you would set up your warehouses. Like I said before, there's 2 of them set up right here, which are different directions, and you can set one as the default primary one. You can view reports, for example, the financial, your taxes, inventory, purchases, and sales. For example, financial, let's just say the balance sheet, right? Let's go view it. This is the balance sheet, and just view it like that really quickly. If you want to export this, you can export it as a PDF. If you need to print it for someone, for your accountant or someone that's not right here, it's really easy and really fast. We have the bank account, which I already showed you that. We have the accounting section, which have chart of accounts, journal entry, opening balances, debit notes. For example, opening balances. These are the opening balances right here. We have, well, let's go back to accounting. You have another one, for example, credit notes, expenses, deposits. So for example, deposits. You have a quick view right here of all your deposits. You have the apps. Oops, showed you that already. My bad. The apps, let me just close that, and the company right here. So this is the company information. In this case, it's called electronics because it's a demo that I wanted to show you, but you can edit this right here also. If you could set this for compliance settings, you don't want to collect taxes, just enable that. You can edit if you need to do that. But that said, well, that is the booking part. Let's go back into the dashboard. Let me close that, and let's jump into the Deskera sales. This is where we're going to track our sales, and this is really important because it's the pipeline. How are your sales going? Let me click on allow settings right here, and again, you get started with a quick dashboard overview. So this is a quick overview information. We have the deals right here, so we can view how the deals are going on. So for example, have you scheduled an appointment, qualified by, presentation, decision, make, buy-in, contact sale? Was the sale closed or was it lost? And you set that all right here. So for example, if I wanted to, for example, the appointment is scheduled, and once I scheduled the appointment, I talked to them, there's a presentation scheduled, and for example, the opportunity to sell 200 monitors is a, I could say, contract sent. So it was sent to him, and I'll send it by that pipeline. It tells me how I am doing, right? And in this case, was it closed or not? I can open it to view it. Let me click on it. And you have a quick overview. So you drill down into that pipeline right here. So for example, the opportunity to sell 100 mouses, it's set to the current stage, contract sent. The pipeline, default pipeline, is a deal age 8 days ago. The owner, the sub-owner, visibility, is a team, is it private? And I'll show you that in a bit. Create a custom field if you need. You can send out an email. So for example, you can set up your Gmail or an IMAP email. You can set activity right here. So what's going on? You can create an activity. If something, like if you scheduled one, a business meeting, like a brunch or something like that, set it up there. We have your notes right here. So for example, you know what? The client was really happy and we talked about this and that. It's just your notes right here. And there's a log of everything that's going on for this. You can also do a search. And if you want to set that as a deal won or lost, you can do it from right here also, instead of dragging it, just in case you want to do it that way. Let's go back. And in this pipeline, we can create a brand new deal. Now this pipeline can be edited if you need. So for example, if I wanted to create a brand new deal, I set the deal name, the contact person, all the information needed right here. The visibility, is it going to be private? Is it going to be team or everyone without private settings? The deal value, the selected pipeline, so it's by default. Select the pipeline stage. So if this is a different stage from the beginning, you can set it right here, and the closing date. So it's really easy to get started with this. You have your contacts available right here, which you would set up. You can create a brand new contact, and each contact has a lot of information available that you can set right here. So first off, you can set a contact as a person or an organization, and it will change the information here. And you can set all that up right here. Now, if you wanted to view one of these contacts, for example, Rick Ryan, let's click on Rick Ryan, and we can view all this information right here. Check out all the information, the deals from Rick Ryan available right here. Let's go back. If we wanted to view any different mode, so for example, right now we're viewing list, but if I wanted to change it to card, I would click on this, see my mouse right here, and we view it in a different form. And we can set people or organizations if you want to divide that, so you don't want to see everyone in one single place. You got people and organizations. We have the campaigns. Let's click on campaigns. If you want to create a brand new campaign, I recommend that you head on over to assets and edit your emails first. So for example, you would set up your templates. So these ones you can set right here. So if I click on this one, Halloween sales event, which is coming up, I can click on this little pencil, which would be a way to edit it. And I can edit right here. See all this? I can remove it, I can replace it, I can change the image. If I wanted to add a brand new section, I can add some full screen, view full screen, view the code, import template, toggle images, and all that good stuff. So everything that you click on will be editable here on the right. So it's pretty easy and straightforward to create those templates. Let's go back to campaigns. Right here is where you would view the campaigns. For example, let's just view this one, which is this one that's already sent. So this one's already sent, and you can see emails sent, emails read, who was sent for, and you can see the read status right here. You can refresh it if something's going on recently. And if we want to create a brand new campaign, we create the campaign right here. So we'll just say this is a test one, it's just test, and the category, it's going to be for sales. Let's go to next, and we can select the segment right here. So it's monitor leads. You can add your segments right here. So if you want to create one, let's go to next. So these are my 6 members. I can select my emails right here. So it's pre-designed templates, my templates, and email templates. Remember I showed you the my templates? You can create those. But if you wanted to grab from right here, let's just say this one. Use this template, right? If you like how it goes, you can edit it if you want. In this case, we're not going to spend time editing, so we're just going to save and continue. So now that we've selected, we can go to next. Right here, we can add your campaign details. So sender name, this would be, for example, George, which is me, and I'll add my email right there. You can verify the email if you want to do that. Send now, schedule for later, send test email, and save as draft or send. In this case, I need to verify because I haven't verified this email that I am sending with. But if I select, one from the ones I have, let me see if I have one already set. This one right here. All right, so I don't have to verify that one, and I can send out to those emails. I'm not going to do that because this is a demo video, right? And again, we can go to assets, we go to segments. Remember I told you before, if you needed to add a different segment, you can do it from right here. So for example, add a segment name, description, select contacts, and save. So you can create it from here or from the campaign if you needed to create one right there. You have your services for guide, support, activity, and your settings. Like I said before, please spend time setting up all the information that you need before getting started and start working on this. All right, next one that we're going to check out is Deskera People. So let's jump into People and let's open it. Now this would be made for your payrolls, for the information of your employees, and quick overview always on your analytics every time you go to a new section. So you got the last payroll, and for example, payroll cost, your employees 1 out of 10, total earnings, total deductions, electronics, total earnings again. You got your quick overview of your calendar, year to date, how your expenses are going. Again, set up your employees right here, employees list. Let's set that up. And you're going to view all the employees that you have right here. So you can set up, for example, basic salary, you can view right here. Let's create a brand new employee. So you can set up all the information right here. So for example, employee details, which is basic information, the contact details, the compensation details. So for example, this employee, is this really important information, right? So is this employee full-time? Is it part-time, casual, shift workers, probation, or out workers? The basic salary that's going to be set, and the period for this is going to be year, month, or by the hour. Payment details, so the payment method is going to be cash or check. The account type, is it current or savings? Swift code routing, and the account number for that one. Let me cancel this one and let's open one of the ones already created. So I'm going to click on Andy Smith, and this is a quick overview of this employee in particular. For example, his basic salary is $100 an hour, his employee number, which is 8, and you have the quick overview right here. So if we want to run a pay schedules, you're going to see this one that's run by weekly, and we're going to add a pay schedule. So So for example, space schedule name, set whatever you want. Is it going to be set by monthly, weekly, or twice per month? The selected work week, the last working day of the month, or the day that you're going to set, first pay date, the work period, and is it going to be applicable to all users or in particular some users? So let me cancel that one. Let me show you how that looks right here. So this is a pay period by weekly. Let me open that one. So let me edit it. And this one's already created. You can see how that looks right here. And this one's not set to all the users. So you would set the users that it's going to applicate to. So that's right there. And if you want to do a pay run, so let's just say you want to schedule the pay run right here, the pay schedule, all the information available, or ad hoc payroll. Let me click on the ones that's already made. So I'm going to view this view summary, and you're going to view this in really fine detail, which is the payment summary right here. So Daniel Rodriguez, which is 4,500 per pay run. You have the regular hours, the days that this is applicable to, the LOP. Additional earnings if they have, like, for example, bonuses or whatever you want to set, you would see it right there. Your components. Your deductions. So for example, this will set the federal income tax, social security tax, Medicare, FUTA, the social security tax, same one, right? Deductions and employee tax, right? And the net pay at the end, right? So you have all that information right here for this employee, which is pretty cool. They have that. And if you need to set up components, for example, some bonuses, some basic pays, you add a brand new component right here. So if I click on bonus, I need to add it over here, edit, you can set it right here. So what's it going to be called? So in this case, it's a bonus. And is it going to be an earning or a deduction? So it could be the other way around if you need to deduct something from the employee. And is it going to be applicable, again, to all users or specific users? Is it going to be active or inactive right there? And you also have the information for the e-leaves. For example, e-leaves, is it going to be a date that they're not going to be available? And you can set that in this dashboard right here. So for example, sick leaves, yearly leaves. So for example, if you know you're not going to work on New Year, on Christmas, on Halloween, or whatever, it's going to be Halloween a half day, you can set up all this right here. Or if they're going to request an e-leave, you can do that right there also. So you got the requests right here. These are requests that are made right here, and you can approve or not. So for example, this is David McGoldrick, and the dates, the current balance, reasons is because he's sick. The leave type, it's sick leave, so that's the tag that's going to be used. And this one was rejected. You can approve it or reject it. You can view all that. Applications, right here, you can view them. For example, if I click on Dave Wickett, can we open it? No, we got the pending ones. You can view it by filtered right there. A new leave application, so view this leave type. You got sick leave and yearly leave. Select the date, a reason, and if you need to add some information right here, you can drop some files. Really easy and straightforward to do that. Leave entitlement. Here, for example, you can see all the information for sick leaves and yearly leaves. And the settings, for example, this is really important that you set up. Again, settings are super important. You can set for example, yearly holidays. These are the yearly holidays that you're gonna set up. For example, holiday name could be Halloween, right? The date right here and the description of it. Is it going to be recurring every single year, or is it just going to be this one time? So it's going to depend what you want to do right there. And you can set it up that way. Super easy and straightforward. I know Deskera has a whole lot to process, and sometimes it could be overwhelming or complex, but that is a good thing, right? Because you have an all-in-one platform that does a lot of things. Now, this could be used as a whole or as a piece. For example, if you just want to use books, that's possible, or sales. I recommend that you use everything, because that will tie everything together, and it helps you for your reports, for your accounting, for your payroll. It's just everything really, really nice right here. So like I said before, there's a really great deal that's going on right now. There will be a link in the description if you guys want to check it out. And if you guys are not sure that Deskera is for you, do consider using that free subscription right there to check it out and see if it's actually something that is good for your business. Well, there you go, guys. My name is George, and this is SaaS Master. I'll see you guys later.